A little over a year ago, I released the first of my What I Remembered video series about a particular movie that I really hated. And following the last of that series regarding a movie called New Year's Eve, I discontinued that video series without even knowing I was discontinuing it per se, and moved on to a lot of other videos that we were working on here at the Amateur Masters YouTube channel. And since the beginning of this year, 2019, our videos have been produced and released in a very sporadic manner. Some of the video series and whatnot have been released in a very random pattern. Some of you who have watched us in the past year have probably wondered, well, why is this being released at this time? Or why hasn't this next video been released here or there yet? Well, that is primarily my fault. And that's what I'm here to confess and to apologize for formally. And I recently notified my fellow Amateur Masters colleagues, including the Bizarre Critic, about making this apology update video because I felt it necessary to show some humility for the YouTube channel, despite how young it is, considering the things that we said we were going to do in much earlier videos and never didn't release until much later, including some video series that we never even finished, which I'll get to in a minute. In regards to this very day, I meant to have this video released hours ago, instead of much later in the afternoon or early evening as you see now. But, on the other hand, at least I got to release it just before we continued with the Let's Play videos of Jedi Fallen Order. And I'm pretty sure I just announced that such a video like this was going to come out just yesterday when I posted the Angry Joe reaction video. So it is more of a minor loss for the channel in regards to how late this video was produced and released at last. In regards to producing more of the Let's Play videos and a lot more Amateur Masters content in the near future, I can't apologize for every little mistake we've done since we started the channel, but I still feel there are a few things we must apologize for formally with the time we have here, primarily on my part, considering that I'm the one who edits the videos and releases them and so forth. And on that note, I have to say, Bizarre Critic and Snark Spy have done a great job in the past delivering content for us, for me to edit and release. And they are both great aspiring artists whom I highly encourage you guys to support in the near future. Thank you very much. And after I make my apologies, I will provide some definite updates with the remainder of the video. Okay, maybe not definitive updates per se, but just general updates of what to expect in the future. When there will be definitive updates, I will post them in some other short announcement videos of some sort, but not here because due to present circumstances, I can't make definitive updates for certain. But now, on to the screw-ups. Primarily my screw-ups. Back in July, Bizarre Critic had to take a couple-week break due to personal issues in regards to the comic news videos, so he asked me to take over for those couple weeks, and I humbly agreed. I also suggested, hey, how about we do this little surprise thing where I pop up and reveal that I'm taking over comic news, and that was a lot of fun. Along with not putting the proper number at the beginning of the video, as you probably noticed, those who have watched it, there was a lot of misinformation I delivered in that video, in the 13th episode of Comic News nonetheless, and I deeply apologize for that. Bizarre Critic himself really got on to me about all the miscalculations I made with my research, and I even showed him some of the sites I went to, and he explained to me that those were sites that posted past information much later for some reason and all this other stuff, and that video did not get very good reception. Even though I did make up for it in the following video with Comic News 14 for just before Bizarre Critic returned, I still have to apologize for this big screw-ups that I made with Comic News number 13 alone, and I'm very sorry for that. apart from the comic news mishap, an even bigger mistake that we've made in the past year was not finishing our Marvel-thon series. For those who have probably been checking with the channel here and there for months now, you probably noticed that starting back in February, Bizarro Critic and I started doing a vlog series together about a month before he even started his comic news series to begin with. And the series that we started was called Marvel-thon. It was a series that we had started even weeks before that first vlog was released in advance due to our personal schedules, and it was meant to be a week-by-week vlog release. And I think I even said that in the first vlog or so that we released, or even in our introduction vlog. I'm not sure, I haven't looked at it in a while, so I can't be 100% sure. But of course, that didn't happen. There were only 7 vlogs released, apart from our introduction vlog to the series. And from what I recall, from the second vlog onwards, each vlog came out much, much later, and we were getting closer and closer to the release of Avengers Endgame. And the last one we released was, I believe, the Iron Man 3 vlog, which was almost a month before Endgame was released, and we weren't even close to catching up with the rest of the world in regards to the newest and biggest of the MCU movies to this day to be released. And I even said in a few or so videos before Endgame's release and even after Endgame's release that the rest of the Marvel-thon series was coming out soon, and it never did. So for those who saw that in those videos, I am really, really sorry. We haven't been keeping up to date with that. We haven't stayed true to our announcements in regards to that. And we also have made the first of our Volume 2 Marvel-thon vlogs in regards to the Spider-Man Far From Home movie, which came out a few months ago. So please look forward to that in the future as well. So let me assure you that the rest of the Marvel-thon vlogs will be coming out in the forthcoming spring, and I will explain roughly when near the end of this video. So again, for those who saw that we were supposed to have released all the Marvel-thon vlogs a long time ago by this point, I am very, very sorry that I never finished editing and releasing them. I'm truly, truly sorry. And finally, perhaps the biggest mistake that we, or I should say I have made in regards to the channel are the Tangled vlogs. This all began with an announcement I made back in September about the Tangled vlogs coming out soon. And what I said in that announcement video was that I was going to release 2 or even 3 a day up until the release of the 3rd season. And I did not come even close to that. I think, if I recall, I released my vlog for the opening movie Before Ever After the following day after the announcement, but then did not release my vlog for the first episode of the series until a few days later. And then it was well over a week later before I started releasing more videos, and by that point I had to release at least a few a day. And then it got even crazier because I still did not finish editing and releasing other vlogs, other Tangled vlogs that I was working on until another week or so later. And I think there was a couple of vlogs, or at least one in particular, which was just a few days before the 3rd season premiere, saying, I have 37 more vlogs to go. God, I just realized how off I was with that loose recollection right now. That video said I had 37 more vlogs to go, and I did release a bunch of vlogs with mostly myself on the camera talking about the respective episodes and barely having any images or no images at all for those episodes that I talked about. It was, especially on a personal note, it was embarrassing. It was personally embarrassing, not just for myself, but for the channel, because this channel was never meant to be the Spirit Man channel. It was always meant to be the Spirit Man and Bizarro Critic channel, or even the Spirit Man, Bizarro Critic, and Snark Spy channel. And ultimately it would be the Amateur Masters channel for all Amateur Masters members who we would gradually come to accept and integrate. But just like with the Marvel-thon vlogs, the Tangled vlogs will eventually be finished and released. I would say just before the continuation of the third season's episodes, but just like with the premiere of the third season itself, there is no clear indication when the next new episodes are going to be released. So I will make sure to be prepared in advance well before that. I made the Tangled vlog series to begin with because I felt the Tangled show itself was one that was barely getting any attention or recognition by the mass public, by the mass media. And I felt it deserved to have its own special spotlight by the Amateur Masters YouTube channel, let alone by me. But as you can probably tell, I clearly was not committed to it enough and ultimately made us look pretty silly, to say the least. So again, to everyone who thought they were going to get all the Tangled vlogs by now, and especially to my fellow Amateur Masters, I am deeply, deeply sorry for not fulfilling my own personal promise to everybody based on what I announced in certain particular videos of that series alone. Well, I pretty much apologize for the biggest stuff, which, considering the present circumstances, is probably sufficient enough in regards to apologies. Honestly, I wish I could go back and look at every little mistake I made in regards to announcements that the Amateur Masters channel itself made that we never fulfilled because of my incompetence to do so. I am very, very sorry, but due to the present circumstances, I can't look at it all right now, and by this time next year, it probably won't matter. It'll probably be in the distant past, and we'll have improved ourselves exponentially by then. But I had to apologize for the biggest mistakes in regards to comic news and Marvel-thon and the Tangled vlogs. Again, very, very sorry. But now, on to some updates. Starting from tomorrow onwards, we are going to post more Let's Play videos of the Jedi Fallen Order Let's Play, showing my progression throughout the game and my on-the-spot opinions about certain gameplay features and narrative features and etc. To my understanding, Bizarre Critic is going to continue with what he stated in his videos in regards to posting comic news every couple of weeks for a short while. Snark Spy himself will be returning soon, though I don't know exactly when. Hopefully it will be within a matter of days, just before Christmas Eve or Christmas. We will also have a few Christmas-themed videos coming out very soon to celebrate the holidays with everybody. A couple from myself, and a couple, I think, from Bizarre Critic in regards to... I think he said it was a couple Christmas comics or something. I can't remember exactly. And there will also be a big update commercial video, including myself and the Bizarre Critic, just before New Year's Eve, in regards to our big future plans for the program in the coming year. So yeah, very excited to produce and release that commercial for just before the year ends. And now in regards to some on-the-spot 2020 updates. In the first days of 2020 alone, we will finally release the very first Spirit Man review, along with a particular origin movie that we worked on a while ago, in regards to how the Spirit Man first came to be. And then almost immediately after that, at some point just before January ends, we will release the Jedi Fallen Order review in regards to my own Let's Play of the game, the respective game. There will also be an on-the-spot Let's Play of the Kingdom Hearts Remind DLC that is coming out near the end of January. That has finally been confirmed not long before the release of this video. Throughout February, there will definitely be some special Last of Us review events coming in regards to the original Last of Us game, the Last of Us spin-off comic, and the Left Behind DLC that was, ironically enough, released around Valentine's Day of 2014. So definitely look forward to that, including an on-the-spot Let's Play of The Last of Us Part 2 for when that comes out in late February, with a review coming around, I'd say, a month or so after that, but that's just approximative. The same goes for none other than the Final Fantasy VII Remake coming out in March of next year. On the Spot Let's Play and a succeeding review of it, full-on review of it, approximately a month or two after that game's released, depending on how long it takes to finish it, you know, because it might be like the original game in question from '97, it might be really long. And then at some point in between, the remaining Tangle vlogs that I haven't finished yet will be posted just before Season 3 continues, and I will make an announcement video, maybe not a personal one, but just a text announcement video beforehand to let you know exactly how that's going to work out. And then finally, a general update as to what's to come are not only the remaining Marvel-thon vlogs, but also a safe re-upload versions of the original vlogs so that everybody can join in from beginning to end in regards to the Marvel-thon vlogs and join us on our special Marvel-thon journey just before the release of the next movie in the grand MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, Black Widow. Definitely looking forward to that. So that's about it, just some on-the-spot general updates in regards to the Amateur Masters YouTube channel, along with a very sincere apology that I felt it necessary to make just before we continued the Jedi Fallen Order Let's Play. Again, I'm very sorry that I was unable to fulfill what we stated in the various announcements over the past year or so. That is not professional on my end, and we are going to do our very best to ensure that it doesn't happen again. I will do my very best to make sure it doesn't happen again in regards to our channel, and especially in regards to my fellow amateur masters. Again, I'm very, very sorry, and I look forward to all the great accomplishments we are sure to have in the near future. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me, everybody, even as late of an hour in the day as it is. I am the Spearman, the embracer of human good and analyst of fiction, and as always, I'll see you all very soon, and of course, take care, everybody. Goodbye.